Marcus Conti reporting on Nick Sandmann. You remember Covington high school kids that they were chanting on the in front of the Lincoln Monument a couple of months ago? You remember? And a bunch of black racists started chanting and screaming at them and screaming them down from the background. The Indian man banging a drum in the kid's face. Right? Remember the kids that went to Washington D.C. on a trip to protest abortion or something? You remember that? So the kid lost. Wow, fucking kid lost. He lost his $250 million defamation case. Remember, let's take a stroll down memory lane. You remember? Remember that? Brave kid held his ground, right? Young kids, there they are, Lincoln Monument, right on the edge there. And the Indian man, whatever his name is, came up, started banging the drum in the kid's face. And that's not what the lawsuit is about. Is there anything illegal going on here? No, it's because the Washington Post and CNN and the rest of the media spun the story to say that the kids were instigating the man. Right, and they totally neglected to mention the blacks in the background harassing the whole thing, encouraging, instigating the whole thing, the black Muslims. So the $250 million lawsuit filed by Nick Sandmann against the Washington Post has been dismissed by a federal judge. U.S. District Judge William Bertelsmann, a Jew. Judge Williams Bertelsmann, who heard oral arguments earlier this month, issued the ruling on Friday. So it's summary judgment. There was no trial. There's just summary judgment. In the case that garnered national attention after Sandmann became embroiled in a divisive response to an encounter between him and his Covington Catholic school classmates and Native American and the Native American on the National Mall. The Washington Post was pleased with the dismissal. Of course they were. Sandmann's family plans to appeal Bertelsmann's ruling, according to a statement sent to the Inquirer. Good. Let them appeal, Maybe this is a Supreme Court case. I don't know. Let's keep reading. The January encounter led to threats lobbed at Sandmann, who later appeared on national television to say he felt he had done nothing wrong. Of course he didn't do anything wrong. The wrong was done to him. Wasn't that obvious? I'm reading mainstream media, so the spin is in favor of the poor Indian man, and forget about the hostile blacks in the background. They don't count. I believe fighting for justice for my son and family is of vital national importance, his father said. If what was done to Nicholas is not legally actionable, then no one is safe. I don't know. I don't know about that. Right? How bad did the Washington Post smear the kid? Well, pretty bad, So let's see what else is there. So that you remember him, he looks like Opie Taylor from fucking from old television, right? He's a nice little kid. He's on TV.
Listening to him and standing there. In hindsight, I wish we could have walked away and avoided the whole thing. But I can't say that I'm sorry for listening to him and standing there.
So he held his ground, right? Now the black commentator will tell you why he's so bad, because he was wearing his MAGA hat, right? Because it was about the hat, right? At the time, back in January, that hat it's still a hot button hat. It's still that hat will raise, he'll get Clinton people fucking screaming and yelling, the fucking racist hat. It's a fucking racist red hat. It's about a hat. Right? The kid wore his hat, bunch of college kids, high school kids, Covington high school kids. They go to a mall, and they're carrying on their team spirit, right? A bunch of radicals decide to intervene, try to disrupt their peace, right? their kids. They're waiting for their bus to go back to wherever they're from. I had a bunch of, Indian guy, thinks he's Mr. Spiritual, right? Fucking coward. Comes up and starts banging the drum in the kid's face as if he's exorcising the evil spirits out of the child. Meanwhile, the kids, what are they doing wrong? Freedom of expression. They're wearing a hat, and that got your Indian balls all tied in a knot. And you've got the radical blacks hollering out, "They're white supremacists. They're white devil motherfucking devils. They're blue-eyed devil motherfuckers. You gotta bake those motherfuckers." That's what they're screaming in the background. And so what do you got, man? So it's just a short story. It's sad that the kid didn't get any restitution for harm done. Is he slandered? I don't know. It's a gray area, really. I mean, what is slander? What is libel? The media is the media. They spin a story and they get it wrong, right? So what are we gonna do? Start suing all mainstream media? I don't know. It's. I would have liked to see the kid win, just because I would have liked to see him win. But legally, I think, in hindsight, did he have a very strong case? Probably not as strong as we thought, because it's emotionally charged. And I don't know. We'll see. If they take it, if it's well funded and they go all the way to Supreme Court, they're already at federal court. Maybe they can get it, maybe one more appeal, and then they can try to present it to the Supreme Court. We'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Marcus Conte reporting.